Hey guys, my name is Alyssa and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be your second part of sex and your zodiac sign for all of those who've been waiting so patiently for me to finish it. If you follow me on Facebook or Twitter, you might know that I've been sick. Yeah, so I'm gonna finish it up today. I'm still a little sick. We'll see how long it lasts. That was good, huh? That's what you do when you call in. I have the flu. And coincidentally a cough too. I'm going to do Libra through Pisces because that is the second half of the zodiac. This has to do with your Mars sign. So if your sun is in Libra but your Mars is in Virgo like mine, you will relate to a combination of two things when it comes to your ability and your needs in this sexual department, okay? As you know, right here, I don't have a scratch on my chest anymore, guys. Thank you for noticing. That scratch was from my son. He scratched me, like with his claws. Here you go, Libra. We're going to start with the erogenous zone so I can get in the swing of things. Libra's erogenous zone is their lower back. You carry a lot of weight and stress in your lower back. It is nice when someone massages your lower back or put your hand on a lower back. It helps them stand up taller, makes them feel more confident, which makes them able to perform. Because you see, Libras can get a little bit insecure. There's a stigma that goes around about Libras that they're lazy in bed. It's just because they're always up for it. Because Libras are the relational sign and they want to please you. They want you to like them. And so they'll have sex with you whenever you want. And sometimes they don't really want to have sex, so they just would rather lay there. They like to find out what you like, and then they want to do that for you. If the other person is not satisfied, the Libra is not satisfied. It really is as simple as that. When you're banging a Libra, make sure that the Libra knows how excited you are to be banging them. Now, Scorpio. You guys are all waiting for this because what are you guys, Scorpios, the sex gods? I think that if you are a Scorpio, kind of have a lot to live up to because not all of you are sex gods. The thing with the Scorpio is that your erogenous zone is your genitals. That means that area where your penis or vagina is. They don't need a lot of foreplay. You can kind of jump right into it because as soon as you touch it, they're like, okay, yeah, let's do this. But it doesn't mean that they want you to touch it, so they might guard it like crazy. They guard their carnal treasure more than any other sign does because it is that important to them. Where your erogenous zone is also where you carry the most pain. They're aware of STDs. They're aware of, dipping their cock into too many floozies, this might be what they say. I don't know, I'm not a Scorpio. They really like to have sex with one person, like serial monogamous, so that they know that they can be safe. Now, when they do have sex, they take it so seriously that they don't necessarily want to have sex 5 times a day, like what you think. They might want to have sex once a week because they put everything into it and it becomes something that's very special to them. Their main go-to move is to suffocate you. Not like this. I mean, they might, but it's just to engulf you, to go on top of you and make you a part of them. So maybe you can't breathe, but they just really like to get as close as possible. And they like to be on top because they like control. Scorpio is a control thing. Now, Sagittarius. This is after Scorpio. This is where you get sex gods. And I'm not saying that every Sagittarius is good at sex, okay? I'm saying that every Sagittarius wants to be a sex god. They want to be your sex god. You do not just to go straight in for the sexual kill here. If you want to bang a Sagittarius Mars or Sagittarius Sun sign, you need to worship them like they are your sex god. You have to pay a toll before you open up Mount Olympus. You need to prove yourself worthy of them. Hard to get a Sagittarius Mars to stay around for you if you are not treating them like they are amazing. I don't know if the sex was good because they didn't tell me 5,000 times and thank me for it later and before and during. To say thank you so much for having sex with me, Sagittarius. Now, Sagittarius are notoriously really rough. Who knows why? Sagittarius is definitely the picture you get when you think of American Psycho. Looking in the mirror. They believe that everybody wants it. The Sagittarius erogenous zone is the hips and the thighs. So they like the booty. You know, like if you're a man, you probably flip your girls around a lot. You want to get all up in there. Capricorn's erogenous zone is the knee. So cool, guys. Capricorn Mars is actually exalted. That means that it's a good place for Mars to be. Capricorn has the ability to have patience, to work towards something. It's very earthy, and it's very about power, and it's about creating something that lasts a lifetime. So if you think about tantric sex, you're going to think about a Capricorn. It's not just about, you know, quickies, which maybe they'll be up for sometimes, but it's about making something worth it. Are you going to orgasm, or are you going to orgasm for an hour? I don't know who anyone could orgasm for an hour though. So, but since it's their knee, you know, their knees can get like weak. Knees weak, palms are sweaty, he's nervous. Their knees can get weak, you know, when they're having sex. Maybe they don't want to stand up while you're having sex if you're a Capricorn, because maybe you fall down a lot. Something shakes you to the core and your knees can't hold you anymore. So remember that when you're trying to have shower sex. Aquarius. Aquarius is the rebellious sign. It's the detached sign. Aquariuses like weird shit. They don't want to just make love to you. They might want to draw your blood or have you draw their blood. Might like to just see how long they can go, even if it's not fun for anybody anymore. They might have a really fun time just talking about sex. And because it's an air sign, they like to speak about sex and, oh my gosh, this sex we're having is so kinky and weird. Let's make it kinkier. Do you have a knife? Maybe you're not into sharp objects, but you are into the bound and gagging and all that kind of weird stuff. Aquarius is the ankle. So I have really nice ankles, so that's why all Aquariuses just want to do me all the time. So you can have like weak ankles, whatever. I guess if you wanted to like rub an Aquarius's ankles and see what happens there. I just feel like you guys got the shitty end of the erogenous zone stick. Therefore, that's probably why you guys are into weird stuff. Aquariuses are able to have sex multiple times a day too, because they're not necessarily as attached to it like love. It's like fun. The last one we have is Pisces. Thanks to my BFF, I learned that Pisces have huge penises. So good for you guys. Pisces is the feet, and they really do like feet massages. That's a thing. Feet massages, feet fetishes, feet. So you can massage their feet after a hard day and then get their huge penis. Because Pisces is ruled by Neptune, it really does like to be in love. Because if you think of Neptune as like that extra crazy delusional boost of love, they like to feel like something that they're doing is beautiful and is loving and is caring. But Pisces are deeply emotional about sex. So if your Mars is in Pisces, your Mars is in this deep chasm of water, and you need to take your sex very seriously. The thing is with a lot of Pisces is that they don't. Whatever, it's just sex. But it is just sex for some people. It's not just sex for Pisces. So as a Pisces, you have a responsibility to connect to them on that deep level. So I think they're the one sign that can get there, can make this like the most beautiful experience ever, but is afraid to try. That's your final chapter of sex in the zodiac signs. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll talk to you later. Bye.